After its debut as weightlifting in the Tokyo 1964 Paralympic Games, the sport, now known as powerlifting, expanded from just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000, or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total, but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
So on we go on day 4 of these 2018 World Powerlifting European Open Championships, the South Wallet in Berck-Sur-Mer. And it's the final women's events, the up to 86 and over 86 kg events. They're divided into 2 groups. We'll have 12 in total competing in this. We're in the middle block of the penultimate day. And we've got 5 major championship medal winners in this, world champion and a European champion, and we were due to have quite a few additional great talents from outside. Lovelina Biji and Folashad Olu Wafamiayo, both from Nigeria, the Nigerian team that was coming here for these European Open Championships. Didn't get here in the end. And we'll have 7 going in the up to 86 event and 5 in the over 86. Solo again from Will Downing. We do have the junior world record holder, Elina Kumiko, in this. And the world record holder was part of the Nigerian team that did not make it. That world record set in the FASA World Cup in Dubai in February. So in Group B, we've only got 1 in the larger weight category. That's Catalina Diaz of Lithuania, who's making a major championship debut here. Elina Kumiko is European silver and bronze medalist from the last 2 games. Lois Sutton has been a world champion in wheelchair basketball. Here are our referees. There were our referees. Here's our jury and technical delegate. And we're on the way to the final 2 women's events in Berck-Sur-Mer in 2018. So here we are for the final women's events. 12 will be on stage for the up to 86 and over 86 competitions. And the countdown's on. So we will kick off with Azerbaijan, which is where the European Powerlifting border is. Kazakhstan do play in European football, but they're in the Asian Confederation in this sport, and they're in the Asian Games anyway. So Aytan Bagirova is going to attempt 45 here, and it's a major championship debut. Small team, but a growing team. And Bagirova starting off quite light in comparison, 45. Heaviest attempt we'll see in the opening round is 126 across both groups. And 2 out of 3 going her way. So she sets the standard. She's in the up to 86 category, the lighter weight division of the 2 being competed for today. Very straightforward and no difficulty at all.
Thank you. The bar is moving to 72 kilograms for first attempt from Kazakhstan. Nevzat Zakupova.
Only representative for Kazakhstan here, hosting next year's World Championships in Astana, Lois Sutton. Major championship debut, and 72 her target, and she's cleared it. So that sets an early standard. There's 7 in this competition, 5 in Group B, 2 in Group A. And those in Group A are from Mexico and Brazil. So whoever wins Group B is the European champion in this. So Shakupova clearing at 72. So we've had Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan. And now for Lithuania, Catalina Diaz. And it's 87, that's going to be her first attempt. Now this is in the over 86 category. She's the only one in Group B competing at this weight. And she's her country's first female powerlifter. We've seen Estonia debut in the women's scene this week. Latvia have had one representative as well. All the countries, those three Baltic nations, population of each of around 1.25 million. Doesn't get it. A little to work on. It is her major championship debut for Catalina Diaz. So now for Spain, Maria Montserrat Alcoa. 95 is her first round target. Fifth in the World Championships in 2010. We haven't seen her since. She's been a wheelchair basketballer also. And 95 her first round targets. So 95. To overtake Zakubova and Bagarova. And that's good. 2 out of the 3 going away, and that's spot on. So now going for 100 kg for Great Britain, a former world champion with Britain in wheelchair basketball, and she played in every single championship across 10 years. Has moved across to powerlifting now. Lois Sutton, a Scot in Nottingham, 11th in the World Championships in Mexico City. And 100 to take the lead. And as I say, whoever wins this group is the champion. So, Alcoa currently in the gold medal position. So, Kupova from Kazakhstan doesn't count towards it. Bagarova is in the silver medal position. Got it raised and did it cleanly, and she's into the lead, into the gold medal position. Everybody in this women's up to 86 kg event has lifted successfully so far. Very calmly done, and done with her eyes closed, literally. So now, to wrap up, the junior world record holder, Elina Kumiko of Ukraine, who's attempting 106. Her junior world record set in Mexico City of 102. This is 106. But she's not a junior anymore. That was the last month that she could compete as a junior. Curiously, didn't actually compete in the Junior World Championships, competed in the seniors only. So 106 to go into the gold medal position. Not quite. And that's the first miss in the women's 86 kg decider, and they've had a tremendous week up to this point. So back we go again then to round two, and Aytan Bagirova of Azerbaijan, who lifted 45 in the opening round, and this is an attempt now at 52. She's lying in the bronze medal position at the moment, European-wise. It's unlikely she will climb above Sakupova, who's 20 kilos clear of her, and it's out of her hands as to whether she hangs on to the bronze, as that's down to Elina Kumiko. The main battle in this weight division in Group A will be the open podium. That was 52 for Bagirova. Not got it, and they've all seen error. And that bar was totally lopsided towards her left side. So aiming for 77 now for Kazakhstan, Lois Zakupova. She's currently in the bronze medal position in the open event, and she's also relying on Kumiko to slip up, and then there are two others who are going in Group A in this. We're open for the open. Diaz of Mexico and Medeiros of Brazil. So 77 for Zakupova. He's got it. 72 and 77. Got it raised. Did enough. And she stays in the bronze medal position in the open event. And Bagarova, by the way, for Azerbaijan, she is 50 kilos behind the silver medalist at the moment, so locked in third at the very, very best. Zakupova remaining in third place in the open. Few problems for Carolina. Lingita of Lithuania in the opening round. This is at over 86 kg and represents Lithuania in wheelchair basketball. They maintain their position in the second flight of Europe. And has been based out at the University of Alabama, where she's also playing wheelchair tennis. So versatile. She straightened out a lot of those kinks. There were a few there in the opening round, but 2-1 against this time at 87. Lingita have to deal with one or two more of those issues. Right hand slightly more raised. Maria Montserrat Alcoa of Spain, aiming for the full 100, having cleared 95 earlier. Cleared 95 in the first round and 100 the target now. That is a real struggle. Spotters had to leap in. It was beyond her this time. So she stays on 95. Nobody in a position to overtake at the moment. The gaps between all the lifters actually quite considerable. Lois Sutton of Britain still in the gold medal position. That would have given Alcoa the lead on 100 on the head-to-head, but it didn't hit the heights for her, literally. And still in the bronze medal position then is Eitan Bagarova of Azerbaijan, but that's may change by the end of this round. So Lois Sutton again going for 104, having cleared 100 in the opening round. She's currently in the gold medal position, European gold medal position, and the open gold as well, with 2 still to go. So 104 for Sugden to increase the lead. But Kumiko is looking to come in heavier again. .30 seconds. Well, Sugden's got it raised and cleanly enough. 2 out of 3 favouring her, and that's 2 successful lifts for Lois Sutton. Strengthens her position in the gold medal position, but will she stay there? That will do nicely. Raised without any major difficulty. Warm day again, by the way, 27 Celsius for the 3rd day in a row. There was a little bit of a dip in the shade yesterday, thankfully, but it's been the start of the summer here in Pas-de-Calais. Barely just over an hour from Belgium up the coast, Amiens to the southeast, Lille due east, Paris due south. So, Elina, Kumiko. Didn't have any of the officials persuaded in the opening round for 106. Going for 106 again to give her the lead, put her in the gold medal position by 2 kg over Britain's Lois Sutton. Kumiko silver in 2013 at the Euros and bronze in 2015, 6th in Rio. 106. Go into the gold medal position. And again, no. And one nonplussed. Coach. He was convinced that was a better effort. Might have been picked up there in the overhead where the bar had tilted horizontally, left hand behind the right, but as it is, nobody went for her. So this lady is still in the bronze medal position. And that would be quite something for Azerbaijan. Elina Bagarova, 52 kg. Her final attempt missed it in the previous round. Country's first female powerlifter. Well, this time she's got it raised. She didn't last time, and she has been given it 2-1. Well, if she ends up with the European bronze medal, that is terrific work by Elina Bagarova. And she put right the previous errors from the second round. So, Loisa Chakupova of Kazakhstan, attempting 85, having cleared 72 and 77. And this to stay in the bronze medal position would have needed 96 to challenge for silver, and that's with Kumiko still to come, so she's in that exposed position of bronze in the open event, at the same way Bergerova's bronze in the European, and ready to drop out if Kumiko gets one successful lift. So for 85. And again, 3 successful lifts, barely faulted. 72, 77, 85. That's all that could have been asked of her. All very, very assured from her. She's done really well. And on the brink of a medal. So now for Lithuania, Catalina Diaz, and 87 being targeted again. And the final attempt. There's only one Lithuanian powerlifter who's ever actually qualified for the Paralympic Games. That was Dimitrios Arkapovas back in Athens in 04. Our country's first female powerlifter. Now, she ironed out the issues. Nope. So, no mark registered then for Catalina Diaz. And if she'd managed to do that, then she'd have been on the board, obviously, and more than likely probably would have got a medal in the over 86 in terms of what she was looking to deliver. So, Maria Montserrat Alcoa. Who's gunning for 100 here. Missed 100 in the previous round. Well, she had a major struggle with that last time. The spotters had to come in, and she's not been given it this, but at least she managed to get the bar up. But 95 is where she is parked, and at the moment, that is the European silver medal position. It's the open silver medal as well. And her fate, and that of Zakupova and Bagarova, depend on our next lifter. Yeah, it was just too awkward, and yeah, she knew she wasn't going to be given that, but at least it got raised this time, as opposed to the spotters having to wade in, as happened in round 2. So, Elina Kumiko loads resting on this. 108 after 2 misses at 106. She's got that raised both time. It's technique issues. So this would put her into the lead, into the gold medal position for both the European Championships and the Open event. She gets this on the brink of being European champion. The 3rd consecutive European Championships in which she'd have medalled. Has she been given it this time? She has not. So what that means is that Zakupova gets the open bronze. At least she stays in that position coming out of Group B, but definitely Bagarova of Azerbaijan wins bronze, European bronze, as Ukraine are going to put a protest in, as they felt that was good. But Bagarova claims the bronze medal for Azerbaijan. First ever championship medal for Azerbaijan. Lois Sutton coming in now, 100 and 104. Previously cleared, and this for 108. And she was going to go for this in case Kumiko had got her 108 and Sugden would have taken it on the head-to-head. So Azerbaijan with the first ever female powerlifting medal from their first ever female powerlifter. So 108 for Lois Sutton. And she is the European champion. And at worst, an open bronze. So can she get 108? Well, she's got it raised. And she's been given it. 3 out of 3. Gold for Great Britain for Lois Sutton. Gets in at 108. Sugden with the gold for Britain. And a solid lift from Alcoa Membrillo for Spain, the silver. And Aitan Bagarova of Azerbaijan, their first ever female championship medal with 52. Unless she's looking out from under the eyelids, she's done all that with her eyes shut. European champion Lois Sutton. That's Group B done. So Group A coming up. The first two are due to see have 86 kg open medals to fight for. Tiana Medeiros of Brazil will be the first to go, and 103 is going to be her target, which would put her into the silver medal position behind Sugden in the open competition. So 103 for Medeiros to get her competition off to a great start, but 2-1 against. So that keeps it as Sugden, Alcoa and Jakubova as the 1, 2, 3 in the open competition. Bagarova's European bronze medal is safe. Azerbaijan have obviously had quite a bit of men's success, good few European titles last time out in Eger, but it's the first time they've earned a medal in the women's game. Medeiros denied then. Next up for Mexico, aiming for 110, Catalina Diaz Vilches. 3 times the world championship medalist, 2 silvers and a bronze. The silvers in 1998 and 2006, the bronze in 2002. Silver in the last 2 Pan Ams, 2015 and 2011, Toronto and Guadalajara, and bronze in the Paralympic Games in Rio, having previously won bronze in Athens in 2004. And this for 110 for top spot in the open event. So for 110. Two to 1, she's in front, she's in the gold medal position, and Lois Sutton will be denied the open gold, the new European champion. But Catalina Diaz Vilches out in front. Solid, decent, strong lift. So we go into the women's over 86 event. There are 4 competing in this. Karolina Lingita of Lithuania didn't register a mark in Group B, so she's out of the equation now. And had she done so, she'd be in 4th at worst in Europe. So this is Polina Katzman of Israel. 113 targeted. She is eligible for the European medals. Finished 5th in 2015 and 4th in the previous European Championships in Alexin, but no mark in the EGO World Cup last year and 7th in the World Championships. So 113 for Katzmann, and that is good. So that's the standard set, and she will claim a European medal and a major championship medal for the first time, Paulina Katzmann. $113 taken care of, 3 still to lift, 2 from Europe. So it will be bronze at worst, and a medal is in the bag. So Malaika Tuinfert of the Netherlands going for 118 here. World and Paralympic bronze in Dubai and Rio respectively, 2014 and 2016. European silver last time out in Eger, and gold at the FASA World Cup in Dubai last year, 2017. Born in Suriname, lives Rotterdam. First Dutch powerlifting medalist, full stop. $118 for Tuinfert. Well, needs to come back. It was very swiftly done. Another time they can be the imprecise ones because there's not been time taken to leave it on the chest, or it's been bounced up, or hasn't touched the chest at all. There's massive effort to get it raised. A few technique matters to straighten out. Martina Zieba of Poland is next to go. 123 her target. They again have had a really, really good week at these European Championships. 2 golds, 4 silver, 4 bronze in the European Championships for them to date. Justina Kostrik in the women's 45 and Marek Trikasz in the men's 65. Polish 1-2 in that. The reigning European champion. Silver in 2013 for 123. And she's found that really doable. So she takes the lead. Silver in Rio at the last Paralympic Games. That's her only global medal, but she looks in good form. Zieba and Katzmann are in the medals. There's only 3 Europeans who can now medal in this, and Tuinfert is the other one. And one last women's lifter this week who we haven't seen, but now we will. Bella Patricia Barcenas. So one gold in the last two Pan American Games. World champion in 2010 in Kuala Lumpur, and she's been winning a major championship medals at Worlds since 1998 in Dubai. And won another then in Mexico City on her own patch for Christmas. All time, the world champions, 1 gold, 1 silver, 3 bronze. Her first global medal in 98 and a Paralympic silver at Sydney 2000. And she's the reigning Pan American champion. $126. And this to go into the open gold medal position. $13. And 126 cleared to go into the gold medal position in the open competition for Perla Barcenas. In a great position now. Exquisite lift. So back to the start of Group A, and Tayana Medeiros, a second attempt at 103. So here comes Medeiros then with another stab at 103. So 103. Medeiros only competing internationally for the last 12 months. Well, 103 raised well, and a good lift as well. So she is on the board. And what that means is she goes into the silver medal position in the open event. Up to 86 kg, Lois Sutton still leads. Alcoa down into the bronze medal position. And Jakubova misses out for Kazakhstan now, down into 4th place. Catalina Diaz Vilches. Silver in the last 3 Para-Pan-Am Games. Silver in the Worlds. Twice in her career, 98 and 06. $115 for Diaz Vilches. And this to put her into the gold medal position even stronger. And she has the lead again. At 115, Lois Sutton in the silver medal position for Great Britain, and Medeiros the bronze for Brazil. Alcoa misses out on the open medals but has a European silver. Cracking lift. Malaika Thunfurt with plenty at stake for her now, having missed 118 in the first round. This is in the over 86 kilogram category, and this to get a medal. So Thunfurt, 118, missed previously. What awaits here? Well, if she lifts this, she's in the medals right now. Ziba of Poland is in the European gold medal position. Katzman of Israel, the silver. No luck for Lingaita. 3 attempts at 87 and missed them all. So this to go into the European silver medal position. Katzman would drop to 3rd. And Thunfurt would knock Katzman out of the open medals to go into 3rd. So 118 for Malaika Thunfurt. And she will get into the medals. Silver in the last Europeans And into the silver medal position now. Just what she craved, but she may not stay there for very long. Good, strong technical lift. And gets that up at 118. Ziba still leading for Poland in terms of the European efforts with 123, and Berck-Sur-Mer in Mexico, the open leader with 126. So Thunfert is into the open bronze position and the European silver. But could be knocked down a place in both, because Polina Katzmann's going for 119 now. Has to go for that against Thunfert's 118, as it's on body weight and the head-to-head, and Thunfert is 15 kilograms lighter. So Polina Katzmann cleared 113 last time around, and this for 119. This to improve her first round attempt by 6. But I'm afraid nowhere near. So 113 is where she remains, and that is the European bronze medal position for her. From that, couldn't overtake Thunfert by 1. Down it went, and down it would stay. And as soon as on the upward lift it begins coming down again, that's it, end of lift. She was shaking her head as well, so that told you all you need to know. So what that means is that Katzmann is 4th in the open event and is off the podium for that, but it will be at the very worst bronze for her, and she can still try and overtake Thunfert to get the silver. Here's our current European gold medalist, Marcela Zieba, the reigning European champion from 3 years ago, just over the border in Eger in northern Hungary. And 127 is what she's aiming for now. Which would be very, very useful. She's the European record holder on 134 set at the Paralympic Games, where she won silver. Now is behind Josephine Orji, who set the world record for Nigeria to take gold. 127. Considerable weight, but she's got it. She is our new open leader ahead of Paula Bercenas, with Thunfert in 3rd, Katzmann 4th. Strong lift by Marcela Zieba. So Paula Bercenas back again, and it's 131. That's her target now. She's won the last 3 Para-Pan-Am golds. They combine quite a few weight categories there, so there's only a finite number of medals. The 2010 world champion. So 131, the final lift of the middle round of the 3. lost the lead by a kilogram to Ziba. This to add 5 on her first round effort and to regain the lead by 4. Down to 20 seconds. 15. 10 seconds. For 131. She's got it! Back into the gold medal position above Martina Ziba. A terrific lift. So much to get right. And marked as flawless. None of the officials voting her down. That was what they wanted to see. And the open gold is very available to her now. $109, 103. She'd managed to get in the previous round, Tayana Medeiros. So 109. This to put her into the open silver medal position ahead of Lois Sutton, who's currently in 3rd. Guaranteed to be on the podium, currently in the open bronze medal position. This to overtake Lois Sugden, going to 2nd. So final effort with it, a 109. And she's got it! She has the silver! She leaps up above Lois Sugden. The European champion left with bronze in the open event. And the 2 lifters in this combination, the up to 86 kg in Group A, have both got lifts in excess of everyone else, so they take the top 2 places. Not European though, from Mexico and Brazil. And Tayana Medeiros, 109, and that is the open silver medal. And we're not challenging any higher. It means that Catalina Diaz Vilchas wins the open gold, having cleared 115. She'll be going for 120 next, but before that, Kartsman for 119. And this to get back into the bronze medal position in the open event ahead of Malaika Toonfert of Netherlands, and also to swap her European bronze medal for a silver that the Dutch woman currently has. 119 with Toonfert clearing 118, but we will see her very shortly. For Casper. She's got a couple of very positive results in the circuit in recent years, but that won't help her case. 119, well, she misses out, so it's 113 that is her best lift. So it's fourth in the open for her, and it is a European bronze medal for her. Her first major championship medal. Catalina Diaz Vilches going for 120 for her last attempt. And she's won the open title, this a lap of honour. 110 and 115 cleared. The perennial medalist. None of the Medeiros lifts exceeded any of the previous efforts from Diaz versus. Always in the gold medal position in the up to 86 category. Plenty of time had been left on the board when she commenced the lift this time, and unsuccessful. 3 red lights at 120, so 115 is where it ends for her, but she still wins the open gold. So 3 to go, 9 have gone. Yeah, pushed up as best as possible, but Diaz Vilches not able to get her final effort raised at 120. So now 3 remaining, and it is permanently in the over 86 kg event where we're staying. Malaika Tuinfert, 123. So assured because of Katzmann's miss of the European silver medal and of the open bronze. One, two, three. Third heaviest in the final round. And we'll put those below her into a cocked hat. And 123 for Tuinfert. Split call goes against her. So her best is 118. She wins the European silver medal, the last 2 to lift from Poland and Mexico. And it will be bronze for her in the open event, with Elina Katzmann dropping out of that in 4th place, but she does have a European bronze. Elina Siva of Poland, 123 and 127. She's already cleared Well, we're down to the ultimate battle as to who is going to walk away with the open gold, because the European medals have been decided. $132. A bold move to try and get the open gold. She needs to lift heavier than Brasilianos. The head-to-head works in the Mexicans' favor by 17 kilos. European title secured in round 2. This is to try and get the open title. $132. She's cleared it, and maybe 2 gold medals for her. That was a terrific lift. 132, and you know she's only there 2 outside her own European record of 134 set in the Paralympic Games. So Ziba wins the European gold by 14 kilos from Thunvert in the silver. Katzmann a further 5 back in bronze. And now one last lift in the women's competition, the women's week, to determine who gets the open gold. Will it be Perla Barcenas going for 136? We have a new audience coming in for the final lift of the women's competition. They've come in at the right time. $136 this for the open gold. Ziba lifting 132. For 136. And a new America's record that she holds. 133. Well, she's got it raised. Has she got the America's record? She has! And she has the open gold as well. Ziba's denied the both golds. That is a tremendous lift. Barcenas had set the America's record in Mexico City at the World Championships in early December. And by clearing 136 there, well, she went for that or not 134, I'm not entirely certain, but well, it didn't matter in the end, did it? She takes the open gold, a brilliant lift of 136. Surpasses Ziba's reigning European record by 2. So that's another little thing in her book, and she surpasses Ziba in terms of the open gold. Ziba is the European champion, though, which is basically the line in the CV we'll always be mentioning. A second European title in a row for Ziba, but overtaken at the death for the open gold by Perla Barcenas. Bercenas takes the open gold, Ziba the silver, Thunfert the bronze. But in terms of the European 1, 2, 3, it's Ziba, Thunfert and Katzmann. The medal ceremony for this and the women's 86 kg event coming up shortly. So now 4 victory ceremonies for you. Open and European in the women's over 86 and up to 86. So this is the up to 86 open ceremony. Just one European making it into the top 3 in this. Lois Sutton of Great Britain lifting 108, and that winning of the European title as well, and it was a great consistency from her. She lifted 100, 104 and 108. And Lois Sutton, who helped Britain win the Wheelchair Basketball World Championship in 2014 and 5 times European bronze medalist. 5 losing semi-finals, but they won every third, fourth playoff. She is now the Open bronze medalist here, and there's a better medal to come later on. The Open silver goes to Tiana Medeiros of Brazil, lifting 109 right at the end of the competition. Good going for the World Cup bronze medalist in Ego last year. She's from Rio, works in a college library. It's not a library now, as you can see from our great young support.
And the new Open European champion, representing Mexico, médaille d'or et nouvelle championne d'Europe Open, représentant le Mexique, Catalina Diaz.
And Catalina Diaz wins for Mexico. Absolutely brilliant lifting from the Paralympic Games, bronze medalist in Rio and the silver medalist in the last 3 Pan Am Games. 115. Her final lift missed 120 right at the end. And now the national anthem of Mexico.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new Open European championship.
So Mexican gold in the open event. Catalina Diaz with the victory. Tiana Medeiros of Brazil the silver, and Lois Sutton of Great Britain the bronze.
rappelle que ces championnats d'Europe sont classés open, c'est-à-dire évidemment ouverts aux nations non européennes. D'accord, vous avez systématiquement un premier podium open ouvert à l'ensemble des nations. Et à suivre dans quelques instants, on a rien, le podium européen de ces championnats d'Europe.
And now it is the European ceremony for the 86 kg category.
Médaille de bronze représentant l'Azerbaïdjan.
Eitan Bagarova of Azerbaijan winning her country's first ever female powerlifting championship medal. Lifted 52 and was helped by misses elsewhere that have got her into the top 3 fantastically. Regular successes on the men's circuit. But her country's first international female powerlifter has won her country's first medal for women in this sport. And for the first time, Maria Alcoa Membrillo is a championship medalist. So wheelchair basketball international, she was 5th in the world championships in 2010. Not qualified for a major championship since, and now here she is, European silver medalist. That's why it means an immense amount. It's a fantastic result for her and for Spain.
Médaille d'or et nouvelle championne d'Europe représentant la Grande-Bretagne.
Likewise, Lois Sutton, so successful in wheelchair basketball, a world champion in that, those 5 Euro bronzes, and now she is European powerlifting champion at 86 kg. And another tremendous story.
Mesdames et messieurs, merci de vous lever si vous le pouvez pour les
3 medalists to remember, and Sugden gets the gold for Britain. So another tremendous success for Lois Sutton, a world champion in wheelchair basketball and now a European champion in powerlifting. How about that for a switch? Gold for Lois Sugden for Britain, silver for Maria Alcoa for Spain, and bronze for Eitan Bagarova for Azerbaijan, and all history making in their own right.
Mesdames, Messieurs, cérémonie protocolaire, remise des médailles. des championnats d'Europe Open, féminine, plus de 86 kg. Merci d'accueillir les médaillés.
So now the medal ceremonies for the over 86 category, the heaviest of the women's divisions, and this is the open medal ceremony first.
Les médailles cadeaux sont remises par M. Christian Février, directeur technique national de la Fédération française handisport, par M. Kadir Kamar-Rozaman, vice-président World Para Powerlifting. Médaille de bronze, représentant les Pays-Bas.
So, Malaika Toonvet of the Netherlands picks up the bronze medal here, and it'll be a place higher up for the European podium takers in this ceremony due to the presence of our gold medalist here, but Toonvet lifting 118. And that's the open bronze. Paralympic bronze and world bronze for her. European silver. There'll be another one of those coming. Elina Sieber of Poland, 132, and with that brilliant final lift was in line for the open gold as well as the European gold. But just edged out right at the end, but two impressive medals all the same for her. And with an America's record, Perla Barcenas takes the open gold here. A lift of 136. She was the record holder at 133. She holds the America's record for the three highest weight divisions. And another record here, and she surpasses Sieber's European record in the process. She's won gold at the last three Pan Am Games. World champion in 2010. She's been winning major medals since 1998, and 20 years on, it's another one, the European Open gold. So Perla Barcenas takes the open gold for Mexico with 136. Elina Sieber, the silver for Poland, 132. And Malaika Toonvet, the bronze, 118. And we'll see a few of these again very shortly.
Cérémonie protocolaire et remise des médailles dans
So the European medal ceremony then for over 86.
Les médailles cadeaux sont rendues par Monsieur Kadir Kamarouzaman, vice-président World Powerlifting, et par Monsieur Christian Février, directeur technique national.
The final women's medal ceremony.
Médaille de bronze représentant Israël.
Israel's first medal of the week, their only competitor here of the week, and it is Paulina Katzmann's first championship medal. Great performance, 113. Win the bronze for Israel. They're winning everything at the minute. Netherlands then, the silver medal. Malaika Tuinferts, just like the last Europeans 3 years ago, a silver medal for the Dutch lifter. Bronze in Rio, bronze at the previous World Championships in Dubai, no mark. Set in Mexico City at the World Championships there before Christmas. And a firm silver here with 118. Middle lift was good.
Médaille d'or et nouvelle championne d'Europe représentant la Pologne.
And she's done it again. European champion for the second time. Marcena Siba from Gronik for Poland. Silver in 2013, gold in 2015, and gold again in 2018. And that lift of 132 made it look as if she might be walking away with 2 gold medals, but she's the European champion again. And that's the main thing that counts. And almost overturned the great Paula Bercenas to take the other gold medal. But as it is, Ziba claims European gold again for Poland. Continues a fantastic week for Poland, who have won 3 titles here with 4 silver, 4 bronze as well, 11 medals in total. They've won 3 senior gold, the same as Ukraine. Britain have won 4 senior gold. Turkey 2, Greece 2. Great week for them. So the women's competition now over. Poland winning 2 golds, Great Britain 2, Ukraine 3, Turkey 2 as well, and France the one yesterday for Suad Ghazouai. So that's the women's competition done for the week for these 2017 World Powerlifting European Open Championships. We are back with men's action at 1500 Central European Time, French time, and that's an hour. The men's 88 kg final. We're back soon. Au revoir.